Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by our naming sponsors, Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. And Rouse's Markets, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. On today's show, we'll talk plenty of sports, Saints, LSU, Nichols, and high school with a live audience full of energy. Other participating corporate sponsors include Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barca Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now from the Eugene J. False and Lorraine False studios in Houma, Louisiana, here's the freaks of football, Bobby, Rich, Mike, Martin, Harry, Stan, and Chuck. It's time for Sports on the Bayou.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Sports on the Bayou. Mike Detillier along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert, Rich Marty. Not so good of a night for the Saints. We'll be back to talk about that and a lot more right after this break.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork, attorneys at law. Know your rights. When we come back, who's in the crowd?
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number one. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number one grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors, Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you. We're taping this on Tuesday at noontime, but man, dangerous situation out in the Gulf of Mexico with the storm.
Yeah, we thought we would start today's show with a prayer. Mart Black from Terrebonne Parish is going to lead us in a prayer, and let's pray for Florida right now. They're going to need it for sure. All right, Martin.
Thank you, Martin. Please bow your heads. Lord, we thank you for the many blessings you have showered upon us in Terrebonne Parish and our nation. We ask you to be merciful to those who are in the path of the storm going to Florida, and to meet the needs of those who are suffering so much in North Carolina. We ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Keep them in your prayers, too. All right, we're going to introduce who's in the crowd today, and let me pick someone that I think is enthusiastic and who could help us along like we do each week. I'm looking at the GIS table. Manny Merlos, come on down. Come on, man.
All right.
Come on down.
That's Manuel's son.
Really?
Yeah, that's Manuel's son.
What about that?
He's got the same enthusiasm. That's Manuel, too. Come on up, Manny.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's see what you got, Manny. Let's do our naming spots first.
All right. Thanks for having me, Martin.
Your show. I'm just watching. All right, here we go.
Go ahead and start with Alfred and Associates here. Hey, all right.
Priscilla and her gang.
We got St. Martin and Bork here.
Chucky baby in the house.
Rouse's is here. How y'all doing?
Official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints.
TGCSI.
That's Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute right behind you. The Gators in the house.
Sports Institute. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Gen Gators in the house.
Yeah, they're going to be busy some more, spreading their wings.
And where we going at Crosby Tubbs is here.
They on the way to Miami to help out right now, as a matter of fact.
Barker Honda is here.
Lester, he's got the coach for Nicholls State in the house. Harry's going to be talking to Coach Brent Loa.
Go Colonels. South Louisiana Bank in the house.
Yeah, all right. South Louisiana Bank. There we go.
And then Quality Rental Tools.
Yeah, give it up for Quality.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government. They split. They're all sitting together right there.
Terrebonne Parish
School District. Yay! All right.
Go school.
And look right here, Harry and them back there, CIS. Y'all raise your
There they are.
And look at Harry. He's right by the heart people.
And
he wants to make sure he gets some free checkup. All right, here we go.
Of course, GIS in the building.
You better not mess that one up.
Can't mess that one
And
up.
the Pierre Port Store, they busy selling supplies.
Yeah,
Got supplies going all the way to Florida right
A lot of people in need, Martin. Explore Home in the building.
Oh, yeah.
There they are.
You know those people?
Oh, yeah, that's my people over
That's
there.
some good people over there.
Oh, yeah, we got to pick their raffle ticket. Yeah, they good folks over there.
All right, minute left. We're going to make
Tita, we got Tita
Tita's in the house. Yeah, Catherine got her gang over there.
Headache and Pain in the building.
Look who's in the house. We got the Gano brothers. We got Danny back there. And look, I'm just going to talk nice about y'all today. That's some good people right there. That's all I got to say.
SCL HSA.
South Central Louisiana Human Services Authority.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was a long one. All the retired coaches. What we got here?
We got some legends over there. Look, Coach Albert in the house, Coach Spinella, Mr. Donnie. And we got my family back there. I'm a little worried about my family. They normally a little loud and boisterous, so we got to keep them under control.
They're kind of quiet back there.
Francis, Miriam, and Check back
But
there.
Martin, you know what's good? Whether the Saints win or lose, they showing up.
They do. Well, they like my mom.
No, but sometimes your mom would get.
If you make me go over my time limit, you get.
Well, no, sometimes your mom would get discouraged if the Saints didn't win.
We'll be right back. When we come back, Saints Talk. You won't want to miss this.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin and Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin and Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin and Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
And as you can see behind me, the fury now is starting to happen. The wind's now probably a steady 30 miles per hour, and you'll get gusts from 40 to 45 miles per hour. Of course, that's probably the outer winds of the storm. And if this is the outer winds of the storm, believe me, I don't want to experience the fury of 140 mile per hour wind.
Don't go to sleep on this tonight and think you're going to wake up and it may be a 1 or it may be gone. Think of it as a 3 or a 4.
Now let's track this hurricane because all indications are it's coming right for Terrebonne and Lafourche.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Guys, Saints 26-13 loss to the Chiefs. To be honest, the score's no indication. It was a dominating performance by the Chiefs, and 26 points. It could have easily been 36 or 40 points. They didn't score in the red zone all the time, but, man, out-coached, outplayed in every aspect.
I don't know how, Bobby, you know this. You play on – it's a big game Monday night. Everybody in the world, in the football world, is watching you. You got your national television. You're playing maybe the best team in the league, and you don't show up. I mean, basically, I think they got their butts whipped on the line of scrimmage, certainly. They didn't do anything. I mean, the offensive line, I know they're hurt, but they don't see the attitude.
Everybody's hurt.
We're missing extra points. It's across the board. We miss extra points. That's a mental thing. And I hate to say it, that's coming from the locker room. They weren't ready to play. They came out there and just got their butts whipped.
It was a negative trifecta. And I bring this up because we were used to, like, Drew Brees and Sean Payton. I remember when they had like 40 first downs in one game. I think it might have been against Dallas or the Colts. Remember that game? Yeah, when they had 40 first downs.
We barely had 50 plays.
And I remember like Bill Polian, and I'm friends with him. He didn't even
we in line.
He didn't even want to talk to me, and like he was so discouraged because he's running the Colts at the time. You know, the Bills, and you know the general manager, famous general manager. He was that discouraged. Well, it was a butt whooping. If you look at what actually occurred, I said a negative trifecta, it was 2-1. The Chiefs had 28 first downs. We had 14. The Chiefs had 460 total yards. We had 220. So that's a little over 2-1. Then basically we controlled the ebb and flow of a game, the time of possession. They had the ball 40 minutes. We had it 20. Normally when you have a team and you click in and you're converting on third down and all that, you have like 65 plays. We had 51. So I can tell you right now, we had no chance to win. No chance. And how the ball's bouncing your way, the turnover margin ended up being 0. But unlike the first 4 games, which we had a chance to be 4-0, there's no way you could say, even if you're a blind Who Dat Nation member, we could have been 5-0. Hell no. I'd say 4-1 at best.
You saw the interception. Derek Carr says I was trying to throw it out of bounds. No, he wasn't. He was trying to hit the big play on it, and he got it picked off already, 10-0. But the Saints came right back, the deep play to Rashid Shaheed.
Now, Rashid Shaheed can do that and blow the top off a defense, but he doesn't make a contested catch. How about when he stopped running one time on the sideline? Well, why are you running, dude? The ball's right there.
This is like second down and 34.
And they get the first down out of it.
It's absurd.
Yeah. And Travis Kelce knows where somebody is on the field.
We still can't cover a damn tight end. How many times as a Saints fan you watching a game? Don't they know they could throw the ball to Kelce? And how can he be so damn wide open? Come on.
And yards after catch, it was unbelievable the yardage that they got after the reception. Again, now it's 16-7, and Mahomes back to pass and just launches this.
Because we're going to get interference.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, it's like, okay, just go after Paul to the deep on the deep ball. We're going to get interference. He's going to grab. He's going to panic.
But the play of the game, the ball gets bounced around. Colin Saunders comes up with the interception.
And he was a high school running back.
And he was a running back.
Look at that.
And what a thrill of a lifetime for him.
Oh, he's from St. Louis, Missouri, went to Western Illinois, the Leathernecks. And you don't think he wanted to have a good showing in front of the home folks? He might say, well, we didn't win, but I won tonight.
But it leads to a touchdown. So now it's 16-13.
Well, yeah, we missed a damn extra point.
Missed the extra point.
Come on, group, it has to be automatic.
But in 5 plays, bang, Mahomes.
Honey Badger has one of these.
Did he get beat last night?
He'll miss the tackle, he slipped and all that. And then Juju Schuster, he's in the witness protection program. I mean, was he still even like playing? He had over 100 yards catching against us.
Now, on this play, Derek Carr puts it up. Tipton had a shot at it. It went right through his hands. Come on, you got to make those plays. I know you're not playing against Harvard now. He's a Yale guy.
We need to bring Devontae Adams. We don't truly have a number one receiver. As much as I think Chris Olave is a stud. They say, oh, well, he caught 1,000 yards last year. What? You play 17 games, you should have 1,000 yards. If you're a stud guy,
yeah, you got to make the plays when they need the plays. Those
and they could not last night.
Nobody stepped up. They got to have the individual performances when it counts in games like that, and they're just not getting it. Think about it from their stars.
15 rushes for this football team. 15. You're not winning nothing in this league.
No, Sean Payton might want to run 15, 18 times, but Kubiak, no. Under Kubiak offense, if we're running 15 times, we're going to go over. We ain't winning jack. I can tell you that right now.
And one of the great stories, and when he retires, he can tell it. Steve Spagnuolo wins a championship as the defensive coordinator with the Giants, leads him to be a head coach with the Rams. He gets fired there.
Terrible.
Sean hires him in the worst defensive outing in NFL history with the Saints, and now he's part of 3 championships with the Chiefs.
You know, some guys are really good at what they do and maybe not so good at being a head coach.
I'm telling you, Dennis Allen, I don't know. The jury's still out. They can let it play out. Dennis Allen's an NFL coach. He's an outstanding defensive coordinator, but head coach, I don't know. Look at Wade Phillips. Look at Vic Fangio. I can go Spags. I can go to a number of individuals. It doesn't matter. You can coach, but can you truly be a head coach? Now, everyone has a niche and what you have to do. I think Dennis Allen, I don't think it's going to work out the rest of the year, but we have to wait and see. I think they can let it play out. And then he's going to resurface somewhere. He might go to the 49ers, whatever, run the defense.
Well, the Jets fire Robert Saleh, who ran their defense. He goes to the Jets. And so that cycle will always be there where you'll have a job, not as a head coach, but back as a defensive coordinator.
The Jets are so dysfunctional. If you're a Jets fan,
no, you got to blame that on Aaron Rodgers.
I was just going to say that.
Nobody wants to do it, but you got to blame it on Aaron.
Aaron Rodgers,
for whatever reason.
Madonna, come on.
We'll be back with more
Bob,
sports on the Bayou.
No, I'm not jealous.
Don't go away. Harry McCullough talks Nicholls State and also a feature of the week.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. H, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah.
You got the skipper.
We do. We got a special guest and new baseball coach, just named June 27th. It's Brent Herring. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We're going to talk a lot about baseball. We're going to do a little doubleheader right now. We're going to show some football highlights, then we're going to get to you. But yeah, you're on deck right now. Let's take a look at the highlights of Nicholls against Southern. And there's Coach Rebo and the new coach of Southern as well. And boy, the Colonels were just all over the Jags. They scored early and often. And two of the guys we talked to last week, that's one of them, Pat McQuaid with the touchdown to Christian McNeese. And then here's the other one, Colin Guggenheim, and 14 yards for the touchdown. Guggenheim, he had 99 yards on 16 carries.
And that's the name, image, and likeness.
There's McQuaid again. He was 12 of 18 for 178 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. That's a new high for him, career high. There's Guggenheim again, taking the direct snap. And you guys were talking about how small he looked, right? But boy, he's a.
But he had fat ankles.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
what he has fat ankles. You know he's a big guy, the runner.
Yeah, he had. He is just a ball of razor blades trying to tackle.
Football
runs through things, and they went at 51-7. So they're now 2-3 on the year. They'll open up Southland Conference play. They go to Incarnate Word in San Antonio.
Well, that's a playoff game before the playoffs.
Right. So
you know,
that's a
Incarnate
good
Word,
team.
Can they come up with a win?
And now it counts for the Colonels. Speaking of counting, let's talk about our coach here. So let's talk a little bit about your background. A team that's coming off the NCAAs for a couple of years. Of course, that's what happens. You lose a coach. So Coach went to Arkansas State. You come in from LSU. You were the director of operations there. Tell me about your career and how'd you get to Thibodeau, Coach?
Yeah, so my career goes back, I guess I've been doing it for a while now, but spent 11 years at BYU. When Coach Johnson called me and asked me to come be a part of his staff, that was kind of a no-brainer. They're coming off the national championship, and he and I are close friends, and so for the opportunity to do that was a no-brainer to jump. Go back to 2014 when I was coaching at BYU. We came and played at Nicholls State, and was just totally blown away with the atmosphere and the people, and so when the job came available, it was kind of like, man, that's a place that I'd like to be. So jumped in, and fortunate that JT, our athletic director, and President Clune gave me the opportunity.
Awesome. Yeah, great. Glad to have you here. You're from Utah originally.
So is this part of your mission in Thibodeau? Because, you know, like this.
Bob thinks it's the LDS mission for you.
Because like Taysom Hill, I'm telling you, I know a lot of BYU guys.
Yeah.
The only one that was went to BYU and they accepted who wasn't Mormon was Jim McMahon, who was Catholic.
I thought you were going to say Jamal Williams.
Oh,
come on now.
I'm going back when I was playing. Yeah, but Jim McMahon, like, whoa.
Yeah.
How did he get in it?
So St. George, are you LDS?
I am LDS, and I did serve a 2-year mission in New York State.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
But grew up in St. George, Utah.
That's a Mormon. You must be married to a Samoan girl, right?
I'm married to a Samoan girl, so I know everybody here is bummed about the Saints game last night, but my nephew plays for the Chiefs, so we were cheering for the Chiefs last night. So.
He's also coached their national team and the American Samoa team.
He's driving a blue pickup truck, for those of you who want to know.
Let's talk a little bit more about this program, how you're going to put together. You're not going to bring that $2 million NIL budget down here. So it's a little different here, recruiting, make sure you get guys, develop guys. But part of that is the fall, and what you guys are doing is the Black and Red World Series. And you're going to play a game here in Houma.
Yes. One of the things was we wanted to spread our wings, and I think we have the opportunity to showcase a good team. And this area has been so good baseball-wise down here in Houma, and Southern Louisiana baseball just in general is really, really good. But it was an opportunity for us to come down and make it easy for the people here in Houma to come see us play, and for us to get out here and.
So when is that game?
That is Thursday the 24th at 6 p.m.
And you know, Coach, when you look at the
where are we playing that?
When you look at the start of the season, this has to be attractive because you're in Thibodeau and you can have baseball in February.
Yeah.
Where you have teams from up north that can come down, maybe that has to be attractive because you know kids want to play, and being from up north to come down to Thibodeau and play Nicholls State.
Yeah, 100%. We have a kid on campus. We have a recruit on campus right now. I was at breakfast with him this morning from St. Louis, and And that's what him and his dad were saying. Like, what's it going to be like in February? I said, well, first pitch should be about 65 degrees and sunny. So.
All right, where's that game going to be at? We're about to get flagged here.
The game is Southland Field. Yes.
Southland Field.
Yes.
So that'll be next Thursday.
I didn't say anything.
All right, well, Coach, great meeting you. Best of luck. We can't wait to build a winner here. Thanks for being here.
Thank you,
Coach.
See y'all.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou.
Right after the break, it's LSU time. Stick around. It's getting good.
GenGators Power Systems is the area's leading Kohler standby generator solution, specializing in maintenance, repair, and installation on all major brands, from gas to diesel and 2kW to 2000. Home or commercial, our team has you covered. Our factory-certified technicians and installers are highly trained to provide response and repair when you need it the most. We service what we sell, period. Trust the GenGators, where we sink our teeth into service.
Structural heart disease refers to a defect in the heart's valves, walls, or chambers that keeps the heart from pumping blood properly. Valve or structural heart problems may be present at birth or develop over time. Your risk increases if you have high blood pressure, plaque buildup, history of heart attack, take certain medications, or have certain heart infections. The Structural Heart Program at CIS and Terrebonne General provides innovative solutions and devices with the latest technology to bring the best possible outcomes for patients. Learn more at cardio.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin & Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. We're going to split up this segment between talking LSU and Tulane. And big week. And Bob, remember my dad, your dad was the same way. LSU Ole Miss. That was something special when the Tigers played the Rebels.
Well, I remember in, 6th, 7th grade, and I thought everybody, this is a normal cheer. And, Ole Miss, the Blue Bloods, kind of, how they, now a lot of people in Louisiana go to Ole Miss, have friends and all that went there. Boy, that was a fish out of water. Coach O going to Ole Miss? You got to be kidding me. So anyway, that's a different story. But I remember doing chants, and it rhymes with Miss, but like wee wee. I remember like cheering my dad. I thought like with the P word on Ole Miss. Wee wee on Ole Miss. And then that was the whole cheer, and they'd both say, go to hell and all that and stuff. But the bottom line is LSU's the underdog. I think Coach Kiffin will want to put it to the Tigers, and they did last year at a very convincing level. But the one thing, and you look at Ole Miss is not all that when you think about what happened against Kentucky, but LSU don't have Kentucky's defense. That's why I don't know, Mike. Well, what's the spread right now?
3.5, depending on where you
I would
bet.
definitely give up those points. I'd be surprised if LSU beats Ole Miss simply because LSU's going to score, but I don't know if LSU could stop Ole Miss from scoring.
Crazy thing is, Ole Miss's best receiver, Trey Harris, who's from Louisiana, who's a quarterback, goes to Louisiana Tech, makes the transition, and then he goes to Ole Miss and really turned into a terrific player. He won't play this week. So last year, it won't be the same scoring binge, but it's going to be a high-scoring game.
If you like football, and, we watch college, we watch NFL, because, some women, they go like, okay, I'm going to the mall or something. Or you might have some women that want to watch football, and then the guys go deer hunting and all in the season and all that. But if you truly like football, you got wall-to-wall football. Look, Saturday morning until Saturday night, you got Sunday and all that. But when you look at, I enjoyed Saturday. Then you love Vanderbilt kicking Alabama's behind. And then all of a sudden you look at Tennessee and Arkansas beats them. Like, what the hell? So I'm thinking right now, who's the best? Who I think's the best? I don't know. Texas. I hate to say that. The Longhorns and Ohio State. And now it's a playoff. It's going to be a playoff system. I know Rich is hoping Penn State can upset Ohio State.
Good luck with that.
It would be a huge upset. What I say is, Franklin just doesn't have the game management skills, so they're going to have to be up by 2 touchdowns with 30 seconds to go, and maybe they got.
And he might not screw that up. But he's on call right now. If he doesn't perform,
I don't know how many of y'all did this. I stayed up till 1:30 in the morning. And I'm watching Cal versus the U versus Miami.
How about
Cal's winning 35-10, and they lost 39-38. You got to be kidding me. But let me tell you what. Game day when they come to LSU and all Southeastern Conference, look at Berkeley how they showed up. They got there at midnight, at 1 in the morning. It was packed. It was the greatest game day ever as far as participation in college football history. Of all places, at Cal, and I've said this story before. Because my second daughter went to Cal Berkeley. I took my dad to Cal Berkeley, Tennessee game. Remember Deshaun Jackson, Marshawn Lynch, and all was playing? And all of a sudden, my dad was freaking out because they were passing him a joint. And I was like, my dad said, "Oh, we're going to get arrested. We're going to get arrested." I go, "No, we're not going to get arrested. Everybody's doing that around here. It's no big
Transition
deal."
to Tulane. Right off the bat, Rayson Pleasant, 100-yard kickoff return. And it was a barrage as Tulane beat UAB 71-20. Man, Tulane was played.
Look at Tulane against South Florida
units in the second half.
South Florida and UAB, what they've done. Everybody's a little discouraged what happened against Kansas State and Oklahoma, but look at Tulane, how explosive. Trent Dilfer,
And you're getting better towards the middle end of the, you got to get better each week, and they're doing it.
I wish Tulane would play LSU. Wouldn't y'all want to see that? That'd be good for the fans in Louisiana.
Didn't they used to do that wheelbarrow thing?
Yeah, the wheelbarrow race. Yeah.
The wheelbarrow race back when I remember that.
Okay, if you don't play every year, play like at least once every 2 or 3 years. You got to play at Yeoman Stadium, play in the Superdome and in Tiger Stadium. I don't know. That's common sense.
Well, LSU would have home field advantage if you played in the dome. It doesn't really matter.
But I tell you, when T-Ball was there, they played Tulane. I think it was in the dome, if I can recall. But that game would be good for the fans. They want to see Tulane and LSU.
Who cares about the fans anymore? They don't care. It's got to be a TV game.
It's all about money.
It's all about money. It's all
about money. But the one thing Tulane has, they have a superstar young quarterback in the making, in Darian Mensah. Yeah. Man, you can see that guy's got the it factor all across the board.
He's very poised.
Very, very poised for a redshirt.
You know what you're seeing, Bobby? We talked about in the beginning of the year. You're seeing these, I don't want to say these lesser tier teams being competitive because with the NIL, with the money, if you got a little money and you got the portal, you pick up a quarterback that wants to play his 5th year, and all of a sudden you're building a team around them, and these guys are competitive.
And they got the right coach. John Sumrall's the right guy.
Example, Cam Ward. He goes from Incarnate Word to Washington State and at the U.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Oh, no.
Right after a short break, Stan Gravois in his Prep Football Roundup.
Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Offered team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
In Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
Welcome back to Sports on the Bayou. Believe it or not, the high school football season, regular season, is halfway over. 5 games are in the books. Let's take a look back at week 5.
Week number 5 saw a rival battle between 2 schools that are still trying to get over Ida. South Terrebonne used 2 interceptions by sophomore Tanaj Smith to pull this one out. This one set up this field goal by Michael Gutierrez. And after this safety by Ellender on this faux pas on the snap, South Terrebonne led it 5-0. In the fourth quarter, the Gators put it away. Smith picks this one off and he returns it 51 yards for the touchdown. In a score that only can be considered a scoregami, South Terrebonne defeats their rival, Ellender Memorial High School, 12-2 in the swamp to run their record to 3-2 on the year. In a battle of the undefeated dogs out in Lutcher, it was too much bulldog for the Terriers in this one. Quarterback Zach Jenkins opens the scoring for Lutcher. And then UL commit Trenton Cheney takes over. He scores 2 additional touchdowns, one in the second quarter, another in the third quarter, as Lutcher's defense clamps down on Vanderbilt Catholic. Final from Lutcher, Vanderbilt Catholic 0, Lutcher 33. In other scores from the Bayou region, Terrebonne High came out and punched Destrehan in the mouth. They go on to win 30-21 over the Wildcats. H.L. Bourgeois, no luck with Hornville. Thibodeau smothers East St. John. E.D. White runs by South Lafourche. Assumption has no problems with Morgan City. Ascension Christian cruises by Houma Christian. CCA has too much offense for St. John. Central Lafourche takes a step back, and Berwick a big win over Thrive. And with 5 games played, it's time to start considering those PowerPoint rankings. A handful of teams in 8-5A would be in. Remember, top 28 make the bracket, but Destrehan and East St. John would be out. In District 8-4A, Lutcher, E.D. White, and Vanderbilt all sitting pretty related to the playoffs at this point. The rest of that district sitting on the bubble. Remember, in non-select football, 28 teams make the bracket. In select football, 24 make the bracket. In District 7-2A, Catholic of New Iberia starting to flex just a little bit. Houma Christian in a little bit of a rut. They can get out of that with a win against West St. Mary this Friday. And finally in District 7-1A, Covenant Christian and Jeanerette still at the top of the hill with undefeated records. Central Catholic a big move with a win over a 5A school this week.
And I am very happy to be joined by the head coach of South Terrebonne High School, Aaron Babin. They have a big one this week against Lutcher. Before we talk to Aaron, I want to introduce the table there. Sitting on the very end, assistant coach Greg Boudreau. Next to Greg, sitting in the seat across, he's actually sitting where his wife sat last week, is Mike Barber. Listen, I have to introduce him as head baseball state champion coach.
There you go.
Wait, no, he looks just like the Eagles coach, doesn't he? It could be. I thought we were sitting there for a minute.
Yeah, but he's much more successful than Sir.
Well, yeah, I don't want to put him on that category. You're right.
On the other side, this side of the table, we have Mason Thibodeau, who's the offensive coordinator there for the Gators, and the person who runs the whole show, Madge Gotro. Madge, I still say to this day, is the only person I ever know on the collegiate level that was a 4-year cheerleader and also a star on the track team. And she did that at Nichols State University. So very happy to have those guys with us here. A big win, 3-2. Listen, if you've not had the opportunity to go around South Terrebonne and just see the facilities, it's still mind-boggling. It's very much a hurricane-ravaged school, and you're trying to get through those things there. The enrollment's not the same, so they are going through some transition things. So let me make you feel better. Hey, you got Lutcher this week.
Next one up.
Tell us a little bit about what y'all have seen on film, because we don't, we obviously here in the Bayou region, Lutcher's right on the perimeter of what we follow, kind of team they have.
I mean, they're a great football team. I mean, there's a reason why they're the number 2 team in the state in our division. There's a reason why 2 years ago they were a state champion. They have great players and a great program going there under Coach Jenkins, and you got to welcome that kind of a challenge. That's what we want to compete against, and I think to get them up for something like this, it's saying it's looking the challenge in the face and saying let's get this done, because I think. A lot of people would look at this. If you're talking point spreads here, I'm sure it's not just the 3.5 they were talking about earlier. But, you got to welcome a challenge like that, and that's what we're trying to get done this week.
Real quickly, I did mention the hurricane situation. You are in your locker room, but your locker room's not quite the same as what it was before. It's really not the same. That being said, people need to know you are playing on your field.
Yes.
Your gym was sort of refurbished, and y'all opened it this year, right?
That's correct. They had the ribbon cutting ceremony to start the volleyball season this year. So they had that. So, we have the gym that's back also. So volleyball and basketball this year playing home games for the first time. I think that's a big deal. I mean, even for football, I don't know if y'all know this, but it rains in South Louisiana. So that at least gives us a place on those lightning days for us to, get walked through or something of that nature. And even a place to warm up before games on Fridays, because we've had some wet ones so far.
Yeah, and listen, the gym is not just a gym anymore. It's also your auditorium and your cafeteria and everything else that goes along with it. So, listen, best of luck against Lutcher and the rest of the way. 3-2, would be in the playoffs if it all ended today. Hope you'll have a nice run for these next 5 games.
And we're looking to do the same exact thing in the back half.
Thank you. That's it for our high school segment. We'll be back with more Sports on the Bayou right after this.
Coming up, Chuck Bork or his sit-in will be here for What's Up, Chuck?
Since 1954, Terrebonne General has been a beacon of health and hope in our community. As we mark 7 decades of dedication to your well-being, Terrebonne General Health System remains committed to advancing healthcare, improving lives, and expanding our services to meet your evolving needs. In celebrating our past, we look forward to a future filled with promise and progress. Your health is our legacy. To discover more, visit tghealthsystem.com.
Since 1988, Quality Rental Tools has provided specialized products to the oil and gas industry. Our locations allow for quick service to both land and marine operations. At Quality Rental, our name represents our commitment to our customers. Our uncompromising principles help us remain a strong and vibrant member of the oil and gas industry. To order any of our products for offshore and land needs, call us today at 1-888-922-3449. Quality Rental Tools, our name says it all.
At South Louisiana Bank, we're great at banking, but we're great at a lot of other stuff too.
Is that a new rod and reel?
Hey, a girl's got a fish. We care about the community we live in and the people we serve. We're not just like you. We are you.
Are you boiling crawfish?
No, just letting them soak.
We're proud to be here and work for the place and the people we love. South Louisiana Bank. It's in the name.
Sports on the Bayou is also brought to you by our corporate sponsors. Terrebonne General Community Sports Institute, Gen Gators Power Systems, South Louisiana Bank, Quality Rental Tools, Barker Honda, Crosby Tugs. Now, back to Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. It's our What's Up, Chuck segment. Chuck Bork. Chuck, great to see you again. What you got today,
Good
brother?
to see y'all. Before I get into it, I want to again give a shout out to, I got 2 special guests with me today. Kimber Ratcliffe with Second Harvest Food Bank, Jennifer Armand with Bayou Community Foundation. They've been working their butts off the last couple of weeks, finally came up for air, so I brought them in. I want to give them a round of applause and thank for all the hard work.
But I know Jennifer's always busy. She always got something, but she's always helping out the community.
Yeah, same with Kimber. She was commenting on, well, he wanted me to come a week or 2 ago, but I'd been working 20 hours a day and I just couldn't do it. So all kidding aside, I don't think a lot of people realize how much time and effort these people put into making sure our community recovers when we have times of disaster. And I know they got in their thoughts and prayers, all the folks down in Florida. Speaking of that, thoughts and prayers. And watching the Saints last night, I got two things that I kind of wonder about. One, is it my imagination, or has Carr's accuracy just greatly declined? And to the extent it has, is that a product of the offensive line not doing what they're supposed to do? That's my number one. And then number two, Foster Morrow is a local guy, so we all kind of follow him. He had a great run at the beginning. And last night, I think he had the one catch, but he somewhat disappeared otherwise. Why is that? And how do we explain it? And is that somebody we need to get more involved with our offense?
Well, he had actually 2 targets, 2 catches, a long gain of 7. He had the touchdown. Foster Morrow is not a pass receiving tight end. He can block. So you could still put him in position. You sit in the zone or whatever, and you might catch an 8 or 9 yard pass. But he's not going to be the athletic tight end where you're beating the man-to-man coverage and all that. But no, there's a place for Foster Morrow. But when you look at what the Saints are trying to do, let me tell you, I'm not saying Derek Carr is soft as cotton, but he ain't hard. I know that.
Don't describe that.
No. Well, no, he ain't. They don't even hit the quarterback no more. I don't think he wants to hang in there. He'd rather throw a jump ball,
he bails out quick,
catch, and bail out. Now he can throw a deep ball. You know, he can fling it, but you got to hang in there and make those small window throws. I think he wants to almost like throw the ball and not get hit. I don't know. I think flag football, you're playing in the NFL, and they don't really hit. They don't even hit the quarterback. So I'm not saying Derek Carr is not tough, but I don't know if he's hard. I mean, I don't know. He got his oblique. It wasn't really. If you look, he wasn't really hit. Maybe he twisted, contorted his body. And is he available or not? I mean, and we had a call. I mean, I've been doing this since 1998 on the radio, and in Atlanta and New Orleans. But I'm like, why are we throwing these contested catches where we never catch them? Rashid Shaheed or Chris Olave, they don't make contested catches. So why don't we run routes and be accurate, like it might be a 15-yard gain or an in cut? But no, let's throw a jump ball. We never catch those. Rashid Shaheed, what was the Eagles game? He was like 5 targets, 0 catches.
And the one easy catch went right through his hands.
And you know,
yes, and then look, he stopped running last night. Look, Chris Olave, even when Hayner was in the game. Okay, everybody wants to be Odell Beckham Jr. Oh, he wants to be on highlight, the top 10 ESPN, one-handed catch. So all of a sudden, the DB and him, they're grabbing fingers. The ball's right there. Hayner puts it right there. How about you throw his hand away and catch it with 2 hands? Is that a novelty or something? How about you catch it with 2 hands instead of, I want to make the highlight catch? No, it's unbelievable what I see these receivers now. A bunch of prima donnas.
Thank you, Chuck. We appreciate it. We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Thank you.
Don't fall asleep now, because when we come back, I'll give away an award to someone who's in the audience on my Stay to Play segment.
Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our Alford team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Rouse's Markets is voted best grocery store in New Orleans, best grocery store in Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Gulf Coast, Thibodeau, Houma, Hammond, Lake Charles, Mobile, year after year. Thank you for choosing us best grocery store on the Gulf Coast. Number 1. Thank you.
Thank you.
The number 1 grocery store
in Mississippi, Alabama,
Louisiana. 1 million customers a week can't be wrong. Welcome to Rouse's.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Alford & Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. And St. Martin and Bourke Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back to more Sports on the Bayou.
We're back here on Sports on the Bayou. Martin, I'll throw it to you. It's a state
All right,
of play.
we're going to do 3 raffles today. All right?
Is that to help with the taxes, Mike?
So Brittany with Rouse's is going to pull the ticket. She's with asset management at Rouse's. So, Bobby, sort of like what Joan does with your money? Asset management.
No, without her, I would be lost.
All right. Hey,
no, that
that's
is
a great
true
statement on TV. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. So you ready?
I am.
All right, here we go. I want to make sure this is all fair. Lester, you keeping an eye on it? What's that? We got 25 on the first one.
This could go to NIL for baseball, Lester.
There you go. We'll give it to you, Coach.
2 of them fell out. Put them back in. We're going to put them back. Got to be a fair raffle. Coach Gano's watched me very closely over there. Hey, that was pretty quick, Coach.
Okay, hold on.
It's not like you. All right. Read it loud.
027029.
0 2.
The winner.
Oh, give it to the food
Donate
bank.
with a chicken dinner.
Food bank right here.
Food bag. Oh,
Okay, all right.
cash to the food bag.
All right.
Good job.
Good job, brother.
Take another. Here you go, Chuck. You want to? Chuck's going to hand it to you. He's going to take 40%.
No,
Chuck, make sure you count it, Chuck.
I'm going to challenge Chuck to match it. And Chuck, you can match that. Come on. Yeah.
His wallet's like yours.
Wait, say that again, Joe.
His wallet's like Bobby's. It got more to
All right, here we go.
The second one is 027076.
Oh, getting close. Only
Back in the back.
79 numbers.
Come on,
Come on, Coach.
Come on, Jen Gator.
No, we need to give the coach the money.
This was $40
to go to lunch. Yeah, you got it.
Travis is going to have a talk with you when you get back up. All right, the next one's 60K. This falls within the fair.
60K.
60K.
60 cash.
I thought he said
Oh, you said K.
No.
My hearing's bad.
I heard 60,000.
Bobby would have jumped over the table to get over here.
That's what I
Wait, run that tape back again. I thought it said 60K. I think, wait a second.
Let me talk to the control room. Lose that tape.
Hit Mark with that flag.
All right, the next one is 027072.
That's me. I'd have won 60K. Oh, no, I didn't win. Who won?
In the back.
Oh, we got the school district.
Yeah.
See, that's why we make it 60. She could legally take 60 from the school district.
Oh.
You can't take over that. It's illegal.
So, right, we see, it was his destiny.
Where's the
It was all
tax
meant
man?
to be.
Does we have any CPAs in here?
It was all meant to be.
Bobby, when you going to match? When's that start? What game is that?
I'm going to go after the bye week. I'm going to give you 100 or something.
No, when you going to match? That's when I'm going to step up my ante.
Oh, are you challenging me? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll throw a nice coat in it for you.
The what now?
Nice jacket.
Oh, I still got that jacket Martin has, but now it's twice as big since I lost all this weight.
You know what? We got to do a jacket show. We have to, Martin, we need a jacket show.
No, I got to take it in
Make
like
a date
big
and we'll have a
time
jacket
now.
show.
2
That
weeks
thing
from
was
now,
like
when you
clothing.
back.
When I get back, 2 weeks,
2 weeks from now is going to be the jacket.
We'll do it.
The jacket.
We got a good jacket.
We'll be back with more sports on the Bayou.
Coming up, a look at next week's game. When it comes to marine towing, Crosby Tugs has over 40 years of experience. We have the know-how to safely assist ships into and out of their berths, escort oil tankers quickly and safely, tow ships, respond to fuel spills, and work in extreme conditions. Founded in 1977 by Vinton and Kurt Crosby, we are one of the largest privately owned marine transportation businesses in the industry. If it's on the water, let Crosby be your transporter.
At Barker Honda, it's Shocktober. Our
Our pricing is so low on new Hondas, it's scaring the competition. Like 1.9% APR on new Honda Accord, or $199 a month. 2.9% APR on Honda Pilot, or $379 a month. And new Honda CR-V only 3.9%, or $299 a month. We know it's shocking, but hey, it's Shocktober at Barker Honda in Houma. And remember, it's better at BarkerHonda.com.
Sports on the Bayou is brought to you by Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Alford and Associates, protecting your business, benefiting your employees. And St. Martin and Bork Attorneys at Law. Know your rights. Now, back with more Sports on the Bayou.
We're finishing up here on Sports on the Bayou, guys. We already heard Bob. He'll take Ole Miss against LSU. Rich, what you got?
You know what? I just think they're going to be fired up, Ole Miss. I think it's going to be a tough game for LSU. So I have to go the other way. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game.
Well, one of us got to be right. So I'm going to pick LSU.
Yeah, with the points, right?
With the points. I'll take the 3 points. Saints, Bucks, these teams sort of split, but man, the way the Saints have been playing, and I've watched the Bucks a few times, how they lost to Atlanta, I still shake my head about
it. Well, they fumbled.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins, man, got him a shot late.
In the past, they've bounced back after they got whooped.
And Mike, who's the number one Kirk Cousins fan? You know that going way back.
Bobby Hebert.
Everybody hates on Kirk Cousins. What are you talking about? I know an NFL quarterback. I'm not saying they're going to win a championship, but Kirk Cousins, he always bet on himself when he was with the Redskins. Then he goes to the Vikings, whatever. Kirk Cousins is the richest quarterback in NFL history to never win anything. And he banks on himself.
Right.
And look what he does. Look what he's done. Atlanta has a chance now because they don't have Desmond Ritter.
Where would Tampa Bay be without Baker? Baker Mayfield, you talk about a guy that kind of pulled himself up by the bootstraps.
I think he can do it, too.
I said there's still hope. At the end of at the beginning of the season, I said this early August, if we 3-3. And I tell you what, that Thursday night game, that's the ticket everybody wants to go. Sean Payton, I'm guaranteed, he wants to beat the Saints so bad, and the Saints organization wants to beat Sean Payton so bad.
We'll be back next week with another version of Sports on the Bayou.
We'll see you next week on Sports on the Bayou.